Right then, just a couple of random unboxings this evening. A lot of you that watch the channel will probably realise that I'm quite into sort of radio stuff. And, I've done a lot of reviews on walkie-talkies and things like that. And I was away last week down in Devon, and I was listening to a lot of kind of marine traffic stuff. And it just kind of, every so often, there's just this something that triggers a kind of the radio bug, if you like. And if you're into this kind of thing, you'll probably know what I mean. You just kind of get into it, and then you start thinking, I really want to have a go with that, I want to have a play around with that, and you start just kind of picking bits up and thinking, I'll put that together. Anyway, that's kind of where I am at the moment. And so I've just got a couple of things. I don't really know what's in each of these. I haven't got everything yet. I've got quite a few things coming in over the next couple of days. I'm going to actually be away for the next few days, so I won't do them all straight away. But let's have a look at what's in these anyway, and get an idea. So this is all just stuff from Amazon. Oh yeah, it's this. I know what this is. Oh, it's pretty obvious what it is, isn't it? This is a cigarette plug. A simple hammer. One of the main problems I have with Amazon is that it's really hard to get anything that you can be absolutely sure of is top quality. And I doubt this is, but I'd love a button on Amazon that just says, kind of, don't care if it's a bit more expensive, make it really good quality and not some kind of garbage from somewhere else in the world or something. I don't know, or garbage from the UK or garbage from whatever. Yeah, so this is a hammer universal plug for cigarette lighter socket. Let's just get into this and have a look at it. See what it feels like. I assume that goes over there like that, doesn't it? So you have. It's reasonable. It feels reasonable quality. Looks all right. Oh, Hammer GmbH. So it's made in Germany, which I suppose might make you think it's better quality. But do you have to unscrew these? I've never fitted one of these. So it says it's fitted with a 16 amp fuse in there, or at least maybe it isn't fitted with one, but maybe that's what it's supposed to have. You're supposed to just unscrew these, do you? I don't know. I've never used one of these, but what I'm thinking is I've also got a fairly cheap Retivis radio coming, and I'm going to need to wire that into the car one way or another. And this is what I'm going to use to do it. Not very exciting. Anyway, there you go. So there's the first item for this evening. Okay, so what's in this one? Oh, okay. I've got a friend over in North Wales, and he's very much into kind of radio and broadcast stuff. And he always had connectors that were made by a company. Was it Amphenol or something like that? I really don't remember. And again, going back to the thing I was just saying about Amazon, I'd love to be able to just select only like really good quality connectors, because some of the junk you can pick up on Amazon is crazy. So let's just take a look. It's in a Ziploc bag. I'm going to take a look at these and see what they've actually sent. I can't even remember what I ordered. Okay, so let's zoom in again and show you what we have here. Okay, so I've got an SO239 by the look of it to is that a female SMA? Is that the name? I'm sure it's got a different name, that the kind of female side of it. It seems okay. I mean, it's got this kind of really shiny silver on. What I like is the sort of more dulled silver ones. They tend to be the more expensive connectors, but I don't know. It's pretty basic, isn't it? It'll do the job. And then I've got the flip, I suppose the flip side of that. So PL259 into a male a male SMA. And what's this one? Hang on, are they exactly the same? Oh no, okay, so that's the opposite again. So you can't see that, can you? That's the opposite again. That is a SO239 into a male SMA. So the opposite of that one that I just showed you there. And then finally the opposite of that, I guess, which is, yeah, so the opposite of that would be a PL259 into a female SMA. Someone tell me the name of this. Tell me the name of this plug here. I don't know. I don't know what that one is. Yeah, fine. They seem okay. I mean, as I say, they'll do the job for me. I'm not using them in any high power applications or anything where poor connectivity is suddenly just going to make everything explode. Because I guess that's one of the things when you're talking about those kind of connectors, when you need reliability, when stuff's such high power that if you do get a kind of problem and you get bad connectivity, it's going to mess everything up then, isn't it? Okay. These are just two what look like just basic patch leads for... So I ordered a really simple VSWR and power meter. I've never had one of those. I've never owned a VSWR and power meter. Well, at least not since I was about like 15 and I was messing around with some stuff on the CB back in the 90s. Yeah, so these are just patch leads. Let's have a look at the solder jobs on these. Let's just see if we can give you a good view of the solder, how good the soldering is. Yeah, it doesn't look great, does it? Why can't they be like, oh. Yeah, they don't look... The solder jobs on those don't look fantastic, but again, I'm sure they'll work. They're just RG58, I think. The cable's not even... It's not even marked with anything, actually, the cable on those. You can't even see what type of cable it is, but I'm guessing it's just RG. Looks like it's might be solid core RG58. Was that RG58U? God, they got a weird smell. Oh. Anyway, yeah, so a few bits and pieces there. So let's have a look at what's in this final box. I realise this isn't the most interesting video in the world, but you know, some of you who like this kind of radio stuff. Oh, this is the solder. Oh right, yeah, I ordered some solder. Again, something I haven't ordered for ages. I've always just scavenged bits from work and stuff like that. Well, not the place I work now, but yeah, this is just some 0.8 mil solder. Again, looking on Amazon, I had no idea. I was looking around thinking, is this good? I mean, you get good and bad solder, this Metal Products Co. Limited, made in China. I have no idea if this is good solder or not. Again, somebody who knows more about this sort of stuff, come back to me and say, what exact make of solder should I be looking for to get the kind of best solder? Stuff that melts at a nice low temperature. Does it say on here what temperature when it melts? No, it hasn't got a temperature on there, but I think it was fairly low because my iron's rubbish. I think I'll probably do with replacing that too. But yeah, so just a small reel of solder. I thought this would be bigger. And that's it for now. So still quite a few things to come. So I'll be doing another one of these in a few days with looking at... Got a couple of radios coming and a few other bits and pieces. So yeah, and I say that as the power and VSWR meter, it's a really basic small power and VSWR meter, but I just want something to be able to just give me a rough guide. I don't expect, you know, massively calibrated reference sort of quality on that. I just want something that does the job and at least gives me an indication of what the VSWR on a antenna is. Oh, I've also got another thing I'm also getting is a couple of different antenna types from Panorama. So Panorama do some great stuff, and that's one thing I'm fairly sure of. And I've got a few antennas coming from them. So I'm kind of what I want to do is try out a 3 different variants on UHF. a 5/8 wave, quarter wave, and a collinear variant, and just see which one kind of performs the best, because they all have their kind of benefits and downsides, really. But yeah, I just want to sort of try and get an idea of which one performs the best. I'm kind of, no, I don't know. Anyway, so thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.